Welcome back to the channel. Team Quasar back with some more Avatar Last Airbender, episode 2. I've got the squad in the building. We got Aftermath.
Got Infinite Crisis.
I'm Infinite Ghost.
Ali Ray.
I'm ready for episode 2 of the Last Airbender Netflix series. It's called Warriors. Any thoughts?
I like the first episode. Was it crazy? No, but we don't judge it based off whether or not it was crazy. Is whether or not it was quality. So let's give episode 2 a shot.
I think episode 1 looked good. The bending, the CGI and everything was good. It's a little sped up, not like in like Shyamalan John, but it's a condensed version of the story, which isn't inherently bad. We gotta see how they do.
Oh,
That's nice.
Damn! This some good ass cheese.
Few moments later.
I think whoever's watching is enjoying it, and you do what you do.
Your notebook may have been useful in collecting your thoughts, but your unceasing effort is what led you to the Avatar. He ran!
Why you say it like that?
He ran!
oh like an action young teenager.
And I will find it. I'm still here to the throne. That's gotta mean something.
How many places can there be for an Avatar to hide?
According to this, Avatar Kyoshi was the fiercest of warriors and a master of what they call the Avatar state.
It's time to go home.
What?
We did our part. We saved him from the firebenders. Now it's time to go home.
We do have to do that. It's to protect the Avatar. Before I met him, I couldn't get enough water to fill a thimble. And now look what I can do. And it's after a single day.
Kind of hard to believe.
I don't
After
know.
they get the scrolls, it's gonna be a
I can't
master.
go back.
Fact.
Momo.
Mama!
That's our two.
What's this?
Where did this
My
come
dear
from, bro?
Katara, this
Oh, why,
scroll
why,
has been
why?
passed down among the water
Okay.
bearers of our tribe for
Fair
years.
enough.
Looking in her bag. Why
No.
she ain't been give her this though?
No. That's not fair enough. That was bad. That was bad. That was bad.
It was just too dangerous
No
for
comment.
you to have.
Okay, I guess that's a justification for it.
You are a waterbender.
Me mentioning the scroll had nothing. I didn't know. Like I came in here blind. I did not think she was going to send the. And part of Katara getting that scroll was like because she stole it was important. That was important.
No comment. Just like that.
There she is.
There.
Giant scary lady.
Well, they got there so quick, like no time passed, like not. They can just do like a little day-night cycle, like two days pass.
That's what we're doing.
Sokka, should you just go in there?
You live on this man, because he's really stupid. What do you think about me?
You're making a mistake. He's the Avatar.
Ridiculous. There would have been signs if she was the Avatar.
There were signs.
This is where Sokka get trained.
Why you turn around like that?
I think that might be a sign.
Kyoshi Island has remained safe from the ravages of war. By keeping to ourselves, we expect the outside world to do the same.
I know I don't belong here. That's something I've been feeling a lot. But if you can help me, if I can learn to be the Avatar, maybe I could bring a place I knew. World where people were happier back.
You killed that.
He did good. He did good. That was solid.
I'm reminded that Kyoshi herself often benefited from the kindness of strangers. And as the Avatar, she believed in helping those who could not help themselves. So we will open our village to our guests.
Like if I'm the Avatar, bro, this like you gotta leave. Yo, who built this? Who put this together? My past life? Yeah, alright then.
So, how are you protecting your people if you're here?
What? I'm not. I mean, I am. I have to save the world first.
Throw her face is sick.
Where's your commander? Need reasons to bear reports? Right now. Excuse me. The maps. Not on maps. The more detailed, the better.
To welcome actual royalty to our humble base. What can I do for the crown prince?
As my nephew was saying, we are in search of maps and surveillance reports. We're hoping to track schools of jumping shark squids.
Anything I can do to help. If you wouldn't mind giving me until the morning, I'm sure we can track down what you need.
But they look evil. Certain actors just look.
Commander Zhao was such a prick though, but you know what? I respected him in the end. Like when the water spirit grabbed him and Zuko was like, bullshit, I would rather die than get help from a traitor.
Somebody should put a bell on you.
There's spirit in the village hall.
You good?
You staring for a minute, ma'am. Not y'all about to focus on their connection more than you focusing on Aang and Katara's connection.
Not the fact that she doing it here though, right?
She a fast learner.
That's what I'm saying. Like, don't be mad if like Tom went by, but it's the same
This is
day.
the easy parts. Well, it's more than you could do before, right? You know, you should be practicing too. The Avatar needs to master all 4 elements. Maybe later. It's just not so easy because you want to train me. We'll do this together. I'm not going.
They finally smile at each other.
Or you could just let me use you for target practice.
Why she splashing? You want water, baby?
It's not that easy to waterbend, right?
Clearly, she didn't though.
Are you really an airbender?
Oh yeah, I remember Aang started feeling himself at Kyoshi.
What's that showing off? All the little girls. You need to start chasing them. Are you in an Airbender? Yeah, look at this. We need to start chasing them.
That's his real power. Connection. Building bridges. That's how he's going to be the Avatar.
Right. There goes the savior of the world.
If Zuko's looking to us for information, it means he thinks he's still in the area. Gather any reports of unusual sightings in the last few days. Anything out of the ordinary, no matter how small. And do it fast.
Seriously? Bell, think about it. Wow.
Why are all his lines like that? It's him being nervous? Talking to a girl? Yeah. Like,
I mean, the real problem is that the original Sokka had a little more riz. Now, mind you, in this moment, I don't know, because the issue, I don't know. Like, this is how Sokka acted with Princess Yue. He never acted this way with
No,
her.
he was more like a.
he was misogynistic against him.
Yeah, he was more like.
They said that
Women
right.
can't be warriors.
They said, who slucked me? Where was the men that slucked me? Like, no, it was just shorties that did that to you. But that was an important lesson to learn for Sokka.
Or any upper powers. So how am I supposed to figure out how to save the world? How do I stop the Fire Nation from hurting more people? Lived on the streets and
Or put a
She
squad
was
together.
the richest family on the island. She was quiet and kind. No one had a clue she'd become the Avatar. How did she go from this
By learning the elements.
to that?
The elements.
How do I beat the Fire Lord?
Only justice will bring peace. That's what you said to Aang.
Back home.
When he was looking for answers on how to beat the Fire Lord.
How do I get the job
But I
done?
did have to train.
And then she was like, you gotta kill that boy. You gotta kill him.
But to keep them under control.
Did he kill 2 kids?
Oh, alright.
Training that close to a cliff is crazy.
Right?
And you airbender.
Right?
That's facts.
If I never learn how to control my power, how many people will I hurt? But imagine what'll happen if you don't even try.
And Aang felt like this in the original series when he burnt Katara.
Yeah, but here's the thing though. He just had an issue with firebending. He never. Now his issue with earthbending was just learning how to do it. It wasn't bending the earth to the man.
You are literally.
And then when Aang, when he first met, what's his name? He wanted. He was like, hey, yo, when we gonna shoot fireballs from the tip of our
That's what I'm
fingers?
saying. When Zhang was teaching him, he was rushing it. And he burnt Katara.
So I want to shoot fireballs. Ew.
What is it?
Chad's boat. It's gone.
Chow, he heard something about a flying cow near Kyoshi Island, so he set sail at dawn.
He knows. About the Avatar. Somehow he found out. We have to get there before him.
More worried and upset.
No, every time I see the Kyoshi Warriors, I keep having that flashback when they ran into Azula and the woods.
It'll be cool, this shit.
Oh, this way.
Stop! Stop! Dismiss.
5 minutes later.
Probably like a couple minutes. I can just skip past it.
Like,
The Avatar state is a combination of all your past lives focusing their energy through you. It's dangerous if uncontrolled, yes, but it can also be the ultimate weapon.
Such a lovely island.
Man, y'all go to Kyoshi Island?
Yeah.
I understand you had an unexpected visitor just the other day.
You must be mistaken. We like keeping to ourselves.
Yes, I've heard Kyoshi Island has had an admirable history of staying insignificant. I hate to see all that change because of an outsider.
You and your men are the only outsiders here.
You won't mind if we take a look ourselves.
I expected as much.
whatever, right? Yeah. So you're not having that moment? Oh my god.
You want to know what is the Avatar? I can't tell you that. Every Avatar is different. We are shaped by the different demands of our times.
Do I have to figure this out myself?
That's part of it.
He's a kid, he's a kid.
What if I hurt someone along the way?
And how many have already been hurt because you haven't been here? Run away from your responsibilities again, and even more will be hurt. Being the Avatar means putting your duties above all else, even your
She was
life.
blunt and like.
Yeah, she was straight. He ain't even
She
like
wasn't mean.
Kyoshi. That's my. She was kind of mean. When Aang said, "Hey, you didn't even kill Boy. He killed himself." Personally, I don't see the difference.
I would have did it anyway.
I would have did it anyway. Aang like, I should.
And unless you do something about it, another race of benders will be wiped out just as the air nomads were. You ask me what it means.
She just gave him a vision of the future? What the fuck?
Premonitions.
A mighty, merciless warrior.
I heard the actor is like 6'4" in real life.
Well, Kyoshi was huge.
Damn.
Hold up. I don't know Kyoshi Island got destroyed. Like Zuko burned it down to the ground. He burned it down to the ground.
Well, he wasn't the one to burn it this time.
Based on the trailer, I know what's gonna happen next.
Can't hold them off for much longer. Where's your friend? You said he could help us.
Oh,
Avoid
yeah,
your duties
defend
any
the
longer, and
castle.
not only will you fail to save the world, you won't even be able to save this island.
This island? From what?
From the danger you've put them in right now.
Friends. It's been 12 hours.
Nothing the next day. Good night. I'm going mess with the general. Then the next day at dawn, they left.
Damn! That's what happened to her mom. This is set on fire.
I will show you what that power can do.
I would be spooked if I
Yeah,
saw.
if I see Kyoshi, she's fleeing on sight. That was in the trailer.
Yeah, I'm feeling on sight. I ain't even gonna hold you.
Yeah, Kyoshi fleeing on sight.
Cause I'm like, hey, yo, Avatar kid. Yeah, some Avatars going on here. I ain't even gonna fight it. That's fire.
Yes, sir. Go back.
Back to the ship.
She happy.
Happy as hell.
I ain't mad at it.
That's probably the best scene of the show.
Yeah.
It wasn't even in the
I mean,
original.
but that was I was gonna say. But if you want to be like, if you want to take a different spin on it, when he was in Kyoshi, you know, when he went to the other island where Kyoshi killed King the Bull, and he pretended to be Kyoshi, standing trial, and then the Kyoshi pulled up, said, "Did it."
There's nothing here that we've lost that can't be replaced.
Like she gonna grow up, and I'm imagining like she's gonna like age out of it, but like it's sympathy.
Did you just bow?
Yeah, just want respect.
Nice job.
Listen,
I love you.
I wish we had more time.
She could have been Azula.
Hey, you know.
I'm sorry.
Could have been Azula.
She could have been Azula.
I hope Azula is fired. Like I hope Azula is fired.
It's been 6 hours. Take my fan. See ya.
Well, I'm imagining you'd have to get busy quick because you don't know when you're gonna see him again.
True.
Like that goes to everybody in this world. Like
Sorry about to do the moon spirit soon.
That's needs to go next episode.
So this means you don't want to go home?
Do you guys have a
She looks so much like Simba. Yo, if you knew who Simba was, you would get it.
We need to get to the North of Water Tribe because something terrible is going to happen there. Something only I can stop.
That's the next stop.
Where?
It gotta be because they cut. They you ain't see nothing from Roku.
Oh, that don't know Mashu next.
He just said they gotta go north.
The North of Water, right?
Yeah.
If your highness had been more forthcoming earlier, we might have avoided this misunderstanding. I hope we can put this behind us.
No, of course, Commander.
You know what
Don't tell
though?
anyone about the Avatar. I fully understand the sensitive nature of this information.
I like what they did here.
To your supreme eminence, the great flame of the world.
You about to send a letter to the Fire Lord.
I am but
You
a
about to see
humble
us
servant in the southern seas. But I have news for you of a critical nature.
I like how they handled Zhao with this one because Zhao was a unsufferable, cartoonish prick of a villain. This nigga is a snake.
More conniving, yeah. Oh, that's him. Oh shit.
One that could change the future of the Fire Nation.
Get to the point. He's like reading the letter like, God damn.
The Avatar has returned.
My world. I wasn't mad at this episode. It deviated a lot. Like a lot.
I think so far the show, all of like the Netflix show original stuff has been the best, some of the best stuff. Like the first scene, probably the best part of the first episode. And the Kyoshi stuff in this episode, probably the best stuff in this episode. So
I agree.
Yeah, like you said with Zhao, I think his character.
I say that's a step up. That's a win. Because I don't. If you anybody who remembers Zhao was a cartoonish, insufferable prick, and it was like really his type of villainy. Zhao the Conqueror. Like it was real cringe a little bit. Making him more conniving, backstabbing, sneaky. I think that bodes well for that type of character. But
yeah, he's upgraded from commander to general, and I think with him writing a letter to the Fire Lord, will help warrant that him getting upgraded.
He took a lot of steam off with the Roku though. Like I love the Kyoshi like showing it, but to me that replaces the Roku scene when they go to the Fire Nation into the temple and Roku like saves the day. But my problem. Roku was like a mentor like figure. Like his presence for Aang was stabilizing. He never the reason he couldn't rebuke Aang because it's really his mess. So he couldn't rebuke Aang, but he didn't create a dynamic of hey, yo, you gotta figure it out. You gotta get nigga, I don't know what to tell you. No, he said, look, Aang, I need you to draw. You got 6 months to handle that. what's up.
That's kind of my fault. I ain't gonna tell you right now, though.
I ain't gonna tell you that right now. But Roku was like supportive though. Like every time Aang spoke to Roku, whatever Roku could do, he did. He explained the backstory. He's like, but Aang, I knew you could get the job. And then when he went to the John, he was like, Roku walked in and said, hey yo, you will teach me firebending. John said, you got it. I ain't gonna
I've mastered every element 1,000 times in 1,000 different lifetimes. He said, you won't teach me now. He's like, you right, my G.
So, yeah, the Kyoshi thing, I love it, like how she named out. That was fire. But I kind of like think you kind of like there's an aspect to the Roku situation that's really integral. But I'm not all the way mad at it.
I think the Roku thing needs to be more prevalent just because he's the most recent Avatar before Aang. Like Kyoshi's like
3 avatars,
forward back.
Yeah.
He on her island, so he can't go there. It's cool, but
yeah, but they ain't even mention it in the first 2 episodes.
That's a fact.
I'm not mad. I ain't mad at it.
Your stomach going crazy.
I'm not mad at it.
What you think, Baron?
But he was out of it.
I was, counting sheep.
So that's your opinion?
Yeah,
it was so it made you go to sleep.
How many sheep out of 10 good episode?
How many sheep out of 10?
100 sheep.
100 sheep.
Damn.
Wait, Barry, what? For the sleep, for the rest you took, or for the show, for the episode?
Oh, I was talking about my rest.
Oh, good. So that good to be for the show.
I did see Kyoshi. I was like, all right, that was fine. Went right back to sleep. I ain't gonna hold you. I'm gonna have to watch this in my own time.
Yeah.
Cause just the first 2 episodes.
Rewatch it.
Rewatch it, yeah.
See how I feel, but that's.
Yeah.
Are we ready?
No comment.
Oh, no
What you
comment.
mean, no comment?
Nani?
That's crazy.
How did you feel? Be honest.
I feel like when people go to sleep around you, you start to get sleepy yourself. And then I ate some food, so
The itis
was kind of like kicking in at some point.
That's exactly why I didn't.
So you also blaming me that you was feeling a little sleepy?
I'm blaming this on him. I give this one, last episode I gave it 6.5. I give this a 6.3. 7, 8, 6.8. It went up. It went up a little bit. This one was a little better. The aspects that they added to this episode, I feel like made the episode better, but it took away from the
Here's my thing though.
from the original show itself. But for what this is, I'm starting to look at it differently than comparing it to the original. Now that I've stepped out of trying to compare it to the original and have wanting them to follow a certain storyline, this was okay. It was okay.
I can't do
And the fighting scenes were decent. They were good.
Yeah, the bending has been good both episodes.
Yeah.
Only thing about it, I need more time to pass. I feel like it's been the same
It's
day.
rushed. It's very
We
rushed.
said 2 days. In 2 days, we had 40 different events. I mean, but here's the problem.
It's just a flight from one place to another.
There's no time.
It's 10 minutes.
Yeah.
It's a little 10-minute flight. It has some time go by. How fast is Appa flying?
I mean, Appa was getting around. I think the bigger problem.
And the show, they will stop places, do some training, some bending,
that's
some
the other
fishing.
aspect. They did.
He said no fillers.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing.
filler.
What you just said. They essentially squeezed. Actually, if the runtime is so far, the first episode was an hour. Second was 48 minutes, right? Yeah, but they skipped. If you're skipping content, it's going to seem like you're squishing it. Apple was going to cities in a day, but you would spend days at a city. They was at Omashu for a minute, at least 2 to 3 days. They got there, got arrested, spent the night there, and then they didn't presumably leave until a day later. So
They don't even gotta go to any noticeable places. Just have them land somewhere, sleep for the night, get back on Appa and go off. I need time to pass. Cause he calling them his friends, which is cool.
Yeah, I think all the time, those moments where you the time passing and the days spent in between, gives us time. They could have filled those moments with the silliness and the funness and the friendness and the little things that happen.
Give a little montage of them eating at the campfire.
It's just all the big events that happen in Avatar are happening, and then you're skipping multiple other pivotal moments.
It's all interpersonal happening. It's all like
no. Here's the thing, and this is why it's pivotal with the connection and the building up. They went through trials and tribulations together. Like when they got to the Kyoshi Island, right? Sokka had his misogyny thing, right? And he established rapport with Suki. Aang was like living it up with the shorties.
Yeah.
Katara got jealous and they had a blow up. He was like, "Well, you just mad because I'm lit right now. You mad? You big mad." And then once the monster, once he was at sea and the monster started dragging around or whatever through Nagi, there was situations that brought them together and they reconciled. So when there's a blow up, reconcile. There's a connectivity that's just overlapping. There was no beef there. It's what up, Ang? What up, Ang? What up?
That's watering each other.
It's no issues. There's no spark. There's no beef. There's no.
Katara instantly bending threw me off too.
That's what I'm saying. If time went by, I would believe it more. But it feels like the same day. Even if it's not the same
there was no
day,
frustration from her from struggling with it. It was just.
That's true as well.
She did it.
I guess she's a natural.
Yeah, she's a natural.
Yeah, she did blow up on it because that's where the part was getting the scroll so early. She was like experimenting like over the days. So when they first went to go in, she threw like a snow pile on one of the Fire Nation people, but it was nothing crazy. It was like, oh, I did water bend.
Yeah, she put the water up and
she had like a little pouch where she wasn't at a puddle doing this. She had a little pouch where she. So I mean, I don't know, man. I don't know. I wasn't mad at it.
What do you give this episode?
I got that one a 7. I give one an 8. I like that episode a lot.
Excuse me, you can jump that high. So then you
I'm
gonna
not doing 0.5 like y'all do. I'm just going for solid numbers. This was better than last episode.
He rounded up. So if it's a 6.8, he giving it a 7. If it's a 7.5, he giving it an 8.
Yeah.
Me, I'll probably give it a. I'm not gonna hold you. They were supposed to make Sokka misogynistic and make that situation. I'm not mad at it.
They're so scared to offend people these days. They take that out of everything.
I'm gonna keep a stack with you. Suki fire. Suki fire.
I like her casting.
I'm just frustrated she wasn't Azula, but I digress.
Yeah, that she should definitely been
I like what they did with Zhao. I like the Kyoshi. I just don't like the.
I don't even see her as tall.
I don't like what she did with. I don't like what they did with Sokka and Suki a little bit. And I really don't like the Roku situation.
Yeah,
so
I felt like
you keeping your thing the same, or are you going up?
I might keep it the same. I might 6.8 and not more. I'm not mad at I'm gonna keep watching it. I'm not mad at it, but it's like, bro, like that's integral to the character.
Yeah, but
because right now Sokka bland, bro.
And his I don't know. His jokes not hitting for me, bro. His jokes is not hitting for me.
Like Sokka power, like Sokka had hit or miss jokes even then, but it was like
it was pretty funny.
I can't see a scenario where they do. You know what it is? They just had a different bag. Like
maybe the medium, you can't be as funny. You can't be that type of funny in live action. You gotta be a different type of funny. Like Avatar, like comedy was kind of slapstick. It was kind of like goofy, like in the animation. Like they were like doing this and shit. Like, live action, you can't really do that. Gotta, like,
I mean, the only type of humor I go for in like in a real set, like what was it? Like the house humor, like where it was like snarky remarks. Like because that makes sense. Yeah. Oh no. When you trolling people, like when you do dumb, like when they do dumb stupid and you respond in a likewise manner or something like that. But I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't know how that works.
For a Netflix series, that's how I'm gonna look at it from now on. It's not Nickelodeon in my head. It's not Avatar, the animated series.
I had to do the same thing with like Legend of Korra. Like I had to disconnect it to evaluate it properly, but I couldn't. I'm like, y'all undermining the entirety of this whole verse by doing this. But I like it so far. I like it.
Brandon, what you give it?
100 sheep out of 10.
I can't.
For your sleep or for the show?
Sleep, definitely for sleep.
Now,
clarify that.
I just think it's a little weird though. Like because I seen some people make negative comments, and it was like, now I wasn't gonna touch it with a 10-foot pole, but now that I'm thinking about it, it's like this ain't bad. but it's not. It ain't crazy though.
It ain't what's supposed to be.
Ain't even do nothing. Like he still ain't.
No, I was gonna say it's like the Yuji effect on Jujutsu Kaisen. Like the show, like what does Yuji actually bring to the show? All he got is
he got hands.
All he
That's
does is
it.
hands.
That's it.
Gojo is the main attraction of the show.
You can't say Yuji don't do anything though.
No, he means like, okay, if you were to take Yuji out of this setting, right, the show would still function.
Yes, very much so.
Like you have
JJK can function.
You got like 80 different
without
other
the main
characters that.
Yeah.
If you want to be honest, it wasn't until the second season where I'm like, hey yo, Yuji and them really lame because it was like, hey yo, like the back.
The whole time Yuji fighting Mike Dog, and I'm like, even though he's not really winning, but as soon as Toto came, it's like the hype went up. Because Yuji fighting it's just he just Black Flash. It's like he's not really doing nothing for me.
You know the other problem with that?
They say he got less of a bag than Naruto.
I was just about to say, this is the problem. And I always said Nimble was better than Naruto because he had the 9 bags. When your bag is like his bag is he only throw hands. And then when the other characters are kind of more like if Yuji is like really like his bag is limited, and then you got other characters that just a little more interesting.
Those are our thoughts on Avatar Airbender Season 1, Episode 2, Netflix series. Let us know your thoughts down below in the comment section.